You are tuning in to Peaches and Power Bombs. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Tuesday? There's Miss Viral, Tina Miller, and and I am Sarah Harsh. It's good to be here because I am going to find out how Tina's weekend went along with the rest of y'all. So,
Okay.
without further ado, da, 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 da,
Ta-da!
da.
Um, it was the most emotional wrestling related weekend I've ever had. It was incredible. I'll never forget it before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
If you
Ron's like
if
the
you
viral majestic. Yeah,
yeah,
that's me.
that's right. That's right. In case you've been living under a rock this past weekend, Tina did go to Orlando to see AEW Revolution, and she did go to FanFest, and she had the opportunity of a lifetime. She met
I
Eddie
did.
Kingston, and it was amazing.
It was absolutely amazing. I know everybody says don't meet your heroes unless your hero is Eddie Kingston. That's what I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I went, I wasn't sure what to expect. FanFest was kind of a fiasco. It was not organized very well, and I was getting really frustrated. I didn't know what I had to stand in several lines before actually figuring it out. And once I figured it out, it was okay ish. But the whole line thing was, it took me an hour and a half to finally get to the right lines and finally get to do the right things. And then when I finally got in his line, and then he's like, he's, probably about, I'm probably about 10 people back, and my heart just starts pumping even faster. And I'm like
Oh my
holding
god.
my little picture that they gave me for him to sign. And I'm just like, what am I going to say? Do
Yeah.
I just do I want to go into all the garbage, or do I just want to make this a lighthearted and fun experience? And I was like, you know what? I have no idea if I will ever get to meet him again, if I will ever be able to speak to him one on one. So I'm just going to lay my heart out. And
Yeah.
that's what I did. I went up there, and he starts signing my thing, and he's asking me how I'm doing. And he was like, so what's going on? And I said, well, I have, I suffer from depression and anxiety too. And the past couple years have been really, really hard on me. And it's like, but once you came into AEW and you started talking about your experiences, made me start opening up about mine and realizing that I'm going through the same thing. And then I just broke down and started crying and was like, and I'm doing this. And I'm like, you've helped me so much. And
Oh.
that's when he grabbed my hands, and he's like 6'2" or something. So
Yeah.
he's bending way down, his poor back. And he looks at me straight in the eyes, and he starts talking to me about stuff. And some of the things that he said to me was, um, well, we have to help each other, right?
Mhm.
We have to make sure that everyone knows who is in the same position as us, that they are not alone. So
Mhm.
that's what I'm trying to do. And then he made me promise that I would try to do the same thing. So anyone out there who suffers from anxiety, depression, who just feels like the world is just making, crashing down on you, and you just feel like you can't move, like you can't breathe, and you feel all alone, you're not alone, okay?
Mhm.
All of us are here with you. We know exactly what you're going through, okay?
Mhm.
So there we go. I fulfilled my promise as of right now to Eddie for that. So we're talking some more, and then he one of the other things, and I know I put this on the page, but he said, "Listen to me. There is no such thing as normal. You don't ever let them being society, people outside, tell you that that there's something wrong with you. There's nothing
Right.
wrong with you. You're you just be who you are, accept who you are, and be the best person that you can be. And you have to promise me, he says this a lot. You have to promise me that you will keep fighting every day.
Mm. It's
And then,
okay.
and then he said, and I'm going to promise you. And he looked me in the eye. He said, and I'm going to promise you, Tina, because I had already told him what my name was.
Mhm.
And he said, and I'm going to promise you, Tina, that I'm not going to give up either.
Oh. Mm. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think I've been a mess too. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And then I'm like, we're talking some more, and I'm not
Mhm.
going to tell everything that he said because, it was very
Mhm.
personal. And I looked around and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm holding up the line. And he flat out said, F that line. What we're what we're talking
Classic
about,
Eddie, man.
classic Eddie. He's like, what we're
Excuse me.
talking about is way more important than pro wrestling, so don't you worry about that effing. And then he gave me a hug. He gave me like 4 hugs through the whole thing,
Oh
and
my gosh.
it was beautiful. And we took our pictures and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it was
Oh, that is awesome.
is beautiful.
Yes. And apparently Twitter thought so too.
Apparently so, because I just put on my little Twitter, just my little picture saying thank you to Eddie for
Mhm.
being there for me and everything, and how much I enjoyed meeting him. And then it was kind of gradual.
Mhm.
And I noticed some people with like blue check marks was liking it, but nothing out of the ordinary. Like Mick Foley's been following me for years, and he's always liked my stuff, but it's never made anything go crazy. He
Right.
liked my post. Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful Select liked my post, and my
Wow.
editor, oh, he shared it too. He retweeted it, and Raj Giri from Wrestling Inc., my editor, he liked my post and he commented on it too. And there was a whole
Awesome.
lot, and then it just took off. It
Yeah.
went nuts.
Yeah.
Ethan Page ended up liking it too.
Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, and sometimes it just takes one, and for for reasons such as what me and you go through, I think that was awesome.
Yeah.
And it's just that I'm so glad you got to meet him, because I know we
Me
were
too.
talking about it and you were like, I don't know. And I was getting my hair done and my phone kept going off. I'm like, who the hell is texting me? And I wasn't thinking it was you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Finally, because I put highlights in my hair and I'm tired and I got to get up at like 3 something in the morning. So I just put my hair up tonight. Anyway,
Yeah. I didn't do anything either.
I got some highlights in my hair, purple highlights. Anyway, I asked Sherry, I said, well, give me my phone. Let me find out who the hell's texting me. And of course, one of the texts was from somebody I work with, and he's annoying. And I'm just like, whatever. And then I saw you and you're like, I'm going to meet Eddie. And I'm like, you're going to meet Eddie.
Yep.
I was reading and I was like, and I'm pretty sure you kind of kept composed other than the tears, but I was screaming for you. I was like,
Oh, I didn't scream or nothing like that.
yeah,
I wasn't
hey,
nuts.
I did it for you. I was like, oh my God. Sherry, like, what? I was like, she met Eddie. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, I forgot to show it to her. She's like, well, show me the picture. And, and I'm like, I'm just so happy. Like, oh my God, I can't believe it. So, and you text me a couple more times when it went viral, and I was like, man, that is freaking nuts.
I know. It blew my mind. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
I mean, I never thought that he was going to be mean or anything, that it was going to be a
Right.
bad experience, but I didn't know it was going to be that good of an experience.
Right.
Um,
Because and too, you know, a lot of times people really don't share much personal stuff, but he gets it. Like, he knows he's putting himself on a global stage on a high pedestal saying, this is my vulnerability. I have depression. And seeing people like you, me, other people who are going through the same thing, and pretty much we look up to him. I'm pretty sure he was just like, that just means a lot to him, because
yeah.
the way he reacted with you, I think, you know, that's just as touching for him as it is for us.
And if anyone hasn't seen the picture yet, hold on just a second, okay? I'm going to try to hold it up because I have an extra one in my thing. So I'm going to try to hold it up to the camera so everybody can see it. If you haven't seen it, which I'm pretty sure everybody on here has, but
Just for good time's sake.
yes. All right.
That's just pure sincere moment.
Right. I can't.
I know. Mm. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And, you know, too, like, you know, a lot of times it's like a 2-minute meet and you're done, and you don't really get to chat too much or whatever, but stuff like that, that's just what makes it so worth it. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's the wrestler's fault, because it's not. A lot of times they
No.
are rushed. You know, this
Yep.
is somebody that's been to 3 WrestleMania accesses and seeing how that works. And so yeah, it's just I just think that's awesome for you, and I'm so glad you got to meet him.
Thanks. I'm still on cloud 9, everybody, so I'm sorry. I'm just over here going, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Hey,
All
I know.
right. Some comments. Chris says, you deserve it. Clap, clap, clap all. Thank you. And then our friend over from Buckle Bomb Entertainment, Sarah Visick, she says, I turned this on mid-speech. Well, if you want, I can come on to Buckle Bomb Entertainment and give you the whole speech next if you want.
She says screech, not speech.
Oh, screech. Oh, she turned this on mid-screech. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Speaking of screeching, we're about to get into the Revolution pay-per-view and talk about how Sarah thought about it sitting at home and how I thought about it sitting in the stands. And right off the bat, we got our guy.
Yes. You know, the first thing, I was just like, yes, I get to go to bed early. But yeah, so I was very excited because I knew this was gonna be. I said the other night, I said this is gonna be a better match than everybody expected, and guess what? I was right.
It was.
Wow.
I remember the guy next to me was really nice, and I leaned and he complimented on my shirt, and he was like, "Man, you don't see many Eddie Kingston shirts. That's cool." And I was like, "Yeah, he's my favorite. I love him." And just so you know, I'm going to warn you, I will scream like bloody murder when he comes out. I won't be able to contain myself. And he goes, "Oh, that's fine. You just go and do whatever you want." So it was funny. Here comes Chris Jericho, and he gives me a look like, huh. And then my dad is trying to sing Judas, and I have to tell him, no, you can't. And he was like, but I like Chris Jericho. And I was like, not tonight, you don't. I was like, you can like him tomorrow, but not today.
Taking away singing Judas live from him.
I'm
How
rude.
dare you?
I let him sing it. I let him sing it. I was just picking on him, but oh yeah.
And yeah, I think I heard you screaming all the way from Orlando.
I'm sure everybody did.
I was like, yeah, I can hear Tina from here.
Yep. I was standing up the whole time through that match.
I know you were.
I was like, let's go, Eddie. Get him, Eddie. So I don't know how much of the match I actually was watching because I was just so busy screaming. And then, oh yeah, Chris. Jericho landed directly on his head.
Yeah, that was a scary moment.
Yeah, but he seemed to be okay. I haven't heard anything so.
Good. Yeah, it was kind of scary. I noticed that at first, and I was like, oh. But the intensity.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, fans and experts alike, said that was one of Jericho's best matches in years, and I wholeheartedly agree. Not taking away anything that he's done, because we all know Chris Jericho's amazing, but Chris Jericho brought the intensity that we haven't seen from him in like a long time, and it was so nice to see because he brought it. Well, we knew Eddie was going to bring it, but Jericho brought it too, Jericho was like, y'all forgot. I can do it
too. Yeah, and the entire place was for Eddie, though. It was.
Oh yeah.
That place exploded when he tapped him out. It was great. I'm so glad that he was so emotional in the ring and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And it was beautiful.
I know. I was emotional. I was like, yes, he fought. Yes, he deserved it. The submission he used is one of his favorite wrestlers' submissions. He's oh God, I can't. His name's on the tip of my tongue, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name right now either.
Yeah. If you ever have Eddie, on social media, he always posts these wrestlers and matches and stuff, and those are things that inspire him. So like, that was such a nice touch. I really, really enjoyed the match from start to finish, and I'm glad Jericho's okay. And they did say tomorrow night that Jericho was going to shake Eddie's hand because he couldn't bring himself to do it Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think this is over.
I don't think so either. I just hope that Jericho that he doesn't. I just hope that they don't have Jericho beat Kingston after this. I don't think that it needs.
No.
It needs that.
No, and this is such a wonderful story that's being told because, we said this on the last one, Eddie, all these naysayers are trying to bring Eddie down, and, he continuously gets back up, and it's like, so what if he lost? He put in forth his best effort. In spite of that, he never lost sight of who he was. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, yeah, he kind of went off a few times or whatnot. That just happens. But yeah, Eddie never gave up, and that was the whole point of it. And he was able to get the win, much deserved. And I think Chris Jericho would have been the most hated man in AEW if he won.
Yeah,
it would have been bad.
Yeah, it would have been. It would not have been pretty because Eddie's not really even doing anything different than he did before. It's
Mhm.
just he's just being him, and that's enough for everyone
Yeah,
to get behind him. And everyone is behind Eddie right now. And I'm not just saying that because I love him to death.
right.
It's true. Everybody is behind Eddie, and they need to run with that ball because
Yes.
in a year or two, if they actually put the title on him,
That's going to be big.
I'll cry some more.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all right.
I'll probably have
Tears
to
of
try to
joy.
make that one too.
Right.
Honestly. So,
Yeah, maybe I'll go with you and we'll cry together.
okay, we can do that. All right, let's get some of these comments. Ron was saying, I was really happy when that came through on my phone, my picture. Congratulations again. Thank you so much. Chris got a couple from Chris. He says, Jericho immediate. Oh, we already did that one. Sorry. Chris says, I saw a report that the only injury out of the show was Orange Cassidy, so Jericho must be fine. Yeah, he's fine. Jericho did his job making a true moment for Kingston. Yes, he did.
Yeah, I agree.
Shane says, I saw the video. The shrill is
Yeah.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And I tried to video um his when he was celebrating in the ring and stuff and is trying to get Jericho to shake his hand, but I was still kind of crying and my hands were shaking, so it's not a good quality. So sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah.
Sarah says, "No way, Jericho shakes his hand. He's going to back to heel." I think, yeah,
I
probably.
think so too.
Yep.
Yeah, and the interesting thing too is Santana and Ortiz did not show up in the match. So,
No.
will they play? They might be a factor in whatever happens Wednesday. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay. I probably might have these out of order, but I could not remember the exact order of the night. So, but I do believe I have every match on here. If I don't, you can correct me. We had a three-way tag team match with Jurassic Express versus Red Dragon versus the Young Bucks.
I think Jurassic Express proved in this match that they can hang with the best of them. Anybody that doubted them, I mean, they really turned up the heat in their performance. So this was a really good match. I love the drama between Red Dragon and the Young Bucks.
Yes.
The Young Bucks think they're the best thing ever, and I'm sorry, Red Dragon is a lot better than y'all. Even though I have a little place in my heart for the Young Bucks because of Alex, but
Yeah.
Red Dragon is one of the best tag teams like ever. So I think it's a matter of time before they do claim the tag titles, and it might be at the Young Bucks' expense, whatever role that is. But Jurassic Express did an amazing job, and I'm so happy. This turned out like this was a stellar match. Like it kept, the action just kept going, and I'm sure
Yeah.
it was just as insane for you.
I couldn't keep
At
up
the
with it
arena.
all. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like here, there, and everywhere. So I was like, who to look at. But
Right, yeah.
it was a whole lot of fun. I think Jurassic Express is a great tag team, and I love watching their matches. It's just that they're a little bit underwhelming when it comes to um, moving storylines and things like that, and you know, microphone work or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Um, but other than that, this match was great. It was a lot of fun. It
Yeah.
was
Well, obviously, Red Dragon and the Young Bucks are way more experienced, but, I think Jurassic Express hung in there and they did good.
yeah.
So,
I was not expecting them to win though, but I guess
yeah, that was
it
interesting.
with the drama between the other two teams, I guess it makes the most sense though. So
Yeah.
I know. I think there was a point when Red Dragon pulled the Young Bucks off, and
Mm-hmm.
there was little moments like that, and it's
Oh, yeah.
coming. It's coming. It's gonna blow up. And I kept yelling, "Don't make Daddy Adam Cole come and Straighten y'all out.
Lord, yeah, Daddy was getting ready for his world title match. Y'all acting a fool out here. You better
Yeah,
quit.
right. Yep. Good match. Good match.
Yes, it was.
Okay. I don't think this was next, but this was the next one I could think of. The TBS title with Jade Cargill versus Ty Conti.
With opening the open was HLA for all the guys, Hot Lesbian Action.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was like, I don't know if she just did that to throw Ty off her game or what. I was
I
like,
think so. I think it was supposed to just be a shock factor type thing. I don't think it means anything, but
yeah.
it is what it is, I guess.
And shout out to Jade Cargill for the bomb attire from that was like she was representing Jade from Mortal Kombat. I
Right.
think Selena Vega does the best Jade cosplay, but Jade Cargill like knocked it out of the park too. I loved it. I thought this match, this match was exactly what it was. Ty got some offense in, but we know Jade Cargill, she's on, she's on a roll, and
Yep.
I think that was the right call for Jade to win.
Well, like we always say, they didn't really build up to this match all that much, so it was just kind of there, but it was still entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh yeah, it didn't suck by any means.
no, Jade is moving along pretty well. So
Yeah.
I know there was a couple spots, and I can't remember what they are now. But I remember being, oh, okay, there you are, Jade. I can see you. I can see Daniel Bryan working with you. Those
Mm-hmm.
types of little moments. So
Yeah, and I was going to mention too, people give Jade a lot of flack, but somebody who pretty much did the exact thing that she did, that was Trish Stratus. She was learning on the fly, and she ended up being one of the best female wrestlers WWE's had. So, I mean, this isn't the first time we've seen this, But at the time, huh?
Oh, good. Keep going.
Oh, but when Trish was around, social media wasn't even a thing. So could you just imagine all the flack that she would have got back then?
Yeah. Sarah Visick is educating us because I don't know anything about Mortal Kombat. The kiss was part of the Jades from Mortal Kombat moveset known as the Kiss of Death.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think
Okay.
about that.
That's all cool, I guess.
So pretty much it's like a double it was double meaning pretty much. Throw off her game and a little tribute to Jade from Mortal Kombat.
Yep. Okay. I don't know. I think this was next, but I'm not sure. We're going to talk about it anyway. So, the dog collar match between CM Punk and MJF.
Now, I've made it to this match. It was time to go to bed. I couldn't stay up any longer. But I do know what happens, so we'll get into it.
This match was a bloodbath.
Yeah. As expected.
It was awesome. These two, I swear, they can do anything.
Punk still got it. Well, we knew that,
does.
but
yeah, he does. And MJF, I mean, he's only what, 25, 26 years old, and he already gets it like this. Like, just think about the stories he's going to be able to tell in 10 years.
Oh yeah, gosh. 10 years, MJF is going to be more or less an icon, I think.
Yeah.
If he ain't already.
Yeah. It's going to be incredible.
We did miss the Face of Revolution match, but we will talk about that.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
It's okay. It's okay. We can talk about it. No problem.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it right after this one.
Okay.
And we have to talk about that ending.
Oh yes, I heard about the ending.
Yes, Wardlow comes down there because MJF calls for him. Wardlow, come out. And here he comes walking down, and he's back in his pretty little suit again.
Ah,
Yeah, this the ladder match was way before this, and I didn't remember.
it's
Sorry,
okay.
I'm tired still too. And he was like, I can't find the ring, can't find the ring. And Punk grabs MJF, hits him with the go to sleep, turns around, and Wardlow reaches in his back pocket and pulls out the ring and goes, "Oh, looky what I found." And we're losing our ever loving minds in the stadium, of course. And he puts it on the mat right in front of Punk. And Punk looks at it for a second, looks at Wardlow, and Wardlow kind of does this, and he walks away. And I was like, oh crap. And Punk puts it on, knocks out MJF for the win. Oh, and we also have to mention that CM Punk did come out to his Ring of Honor theme, his
Yes.
AFI theme. I didn't know what was going on at first because I didn't watch Ring of Honor back then, so I didn't know. And then I thought about it for a second. I was like, this must be his Ring of Honor thing because Tony Khan just bought it. So it makes sense that he can use it now. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was really cool moment. Everybody flipped out about that too, and I was just like,
Hmm.
"Oh, okay." But, when you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was not expecting. Well, I guess I should have expected Wardlow to. They finally, you know, they finally, said let's do the turn now, and of course Wardlow did win the Face of Revolution ladder match.
yeah.
He had an awesome performance too.
Yeah, he did. All of them did. All of
Oh
them
yeah,
did.
all of them. Yeah, all of them did very well. It was very good. And with Wardlow, I really think that okay, so I think Wardlow's going to get the TNT Championship. I think it's
Mhm.
happening,
Yep.
especially now that he's turning on MJF, and I really think that's going to serve as a catalyst for their feud. Like Wardlow got gold before MJF, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
because MJF just thinks he's all that in a bag of chips, and Wardlow just won this match and he turned on him, and you know, I think
Well, MJF does have a point.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
that scared me. I was taking a drink and I jumped.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
That's funny. I'm sorry.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Shane says, okay, so what happens when Wardlow beats Sammy for the belt and MJF takes the title from Wardlow? Well, actually, um, this past Wednesday, MJF told Wardlow that if he wins the title, he can keep it. So there's that. Plus, I don't think Wardlow is actually going to be in with MJF anymore, and we'll have a kayfabe signing with Wardlow because the story is that Wardlow is signed with MJF. He doesn't have his own contract,
Oh
not
yeah.
technically, but in storyline mode. That's the way it is. So Tony Khan needs to sign Wardlow, and there we go. So
Mhm.
it probably will happen. Ron says the only gripe on that match was the end of the ladder match. The end. I don't know what he means by that. Oh, Christian was in there by himself with the ladder set up. Oh, yes. He was in there by himself forever and never went after it. Like it looked a little.
Yeah. Oh well, you
Yeah.
can just blame
Yeah,
it on
why
the
are you
old
getting
age.
another ladder to set up another spot? Yeah, it looked a little it did now that I remember, it looked a little hokey-ish. But
Mhm.
I did like the spot at the beginning where I think the three big guys were looking at each other or something like that.
And then Orange Cassidy just shows up like
Like, he starts doing his funny little kick, and then there was a moment where they did this. They were bouncing off the ropes, and Keith Lee grabbed two of them like this, and they were struggling. And
Mhm.
Orange Cassidy just jumped on Keith Lee's back and was trying to reach for the
Oh yeah, that was a good
whatever
one.
that was hanging. It looked like a big giant golden toilet seat to me, but
It was just a big ring from Sonic the Hedgehog. It was the
okay,
super ring.
all right.
So Wardlow will become Supersonic with that. I know that's not how it went, but yeah.
Ron says the spot was cool, but given that Ricky just came back from a broken neck, not smart in my book. Maybe. He seems to be okay, though.
Oh, and we got to talk about speaking of Ricky Starks. Well, I thought about this after the fact, but Shane Strickland is All Elite. Swerve Strickland. Yes. With his fine self. Whew.
Eh.
It's
He's all
okay,
right, I
Tina.
guess. He's all right, I guess.
It's okay. You're a married woman. It's all right.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm glad he signed with All Elite Wrestling. I definitely he got caught up with the whole thing with Hit Row after BFAB got released. One of them took up for, and he was just guilty by association. So I felt like he was wrongly let go, but that's
Yeah.
all right because WWE's loss is AEW's gain, and they got a hell of a competitor in him. I love him. He's
Yeah.
so talented.
I just hope he doesn't get lost in the shuffle like Jay Lethal did.
Yeah.
But with Tony Khan bringing back Ring of Honor, and he did confirm that Ring of Honor is going to be a separate entity, and he's going to
Mhm.
be building up both rosters. He's going to have an AEW and a Ring of Honor roster. So
I definitely think Jay
kinda-
Lethal will be on the Ring of Honor side.
more than likely
Yeah.
so, and help kind of build that up under the new umbrella or whatever. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see Swerve on Ring of Honor definitely.
mm-hmm. Okay. Next was, I think, I don't remember the I was so excited about being there. I didn't keep
Yeah.
track about what match was next or whatever. The women's title match with Dr. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. I like this match.
Yeah, and this is not their first time competing against each other.
No.
Again, I hadn't seen this match yet, but I'm pretty sure it was good.
It was really good. I think they did a little bit too many spots where Rebel got involved, and they did this.
Excuse me.
Was it this one? I think it was this one when they did something on the outside. I think Jamie Hayter did something to Thunder Rosa on the outside, I
Mhm.
think. And it was like right in front of the referee. And I was like, okay, that was a little weird.
Bold, perhaps.
Yeah. And like nothing happened. And I'm like, okay. There were several times where I remember saying AEW doesn't pay attention to, doesn't know what their rules are, and they need to, they're bad about setting up rules and sticking with them sometimes. Yes, Shane, they will. Tony Khan is going to have a cross promotion. I'm pretty sure they'll have different shows through the year where it's both. Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, I see AEW talent going over there, and same with Ring of Honor. So
I was a little surprised that Britt Baker won, but
Mhm.
not really at the same time.
That begs the question: is what is next for Dr. Britt Baker?
I don't think she's through with Thunder Rosa yet in the way that
No. Okay.
she won the match. So there's a little bit of yeah, whatchamacallit. It doesn't look through. They're not done.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, this is probably my favorite match of the night besides Eddie. John
Oh, I
Moxley.
bet. Oh my God, I can't wait to see that.
Oh man, it was crazy. Okay, just the match itself was awesome. Them two going back and forth. And then Moxley kind of getting a little bit of a controversial win. He was really close to the ropes, and Danielson didn't like the
Outcome.
decision.
Yeah.
So he's arguing with the referee, and then he's arguing with Moxley, and them two start getting into it. And out comes William Regal.
That
We're
is
losing our ever loving mind. He gets in there. He's trying to separate them two. And then he slaps Moxley in the face and calming him down a little bit. Moxley's looking at him stunned. Like, what the heck just happened? And then Brian's kind of like laughing about it. And he turns around and William Regal slaps him in the face too. And he's looking at him like that. And then he looks at Moxley and he looks at Danielson and he goes, and they're like, okay. And then they shake hands and we're chanting, Regal, Regal, Regal.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's definitely a surprise debut. That's awesome.
yeah. It looks like we are going to get a Moxley and Danielson tag team. It's going to probably be a little rough, but if William Regal is their manager,
Hell
holy
yeah.
crap. Let's do it.
Yes, I am
go.
here for that. Yes.
It's amazing. I wasn't expecting to see him tonight.
Yeah,
The other night, sorry.
We know what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a surprise, and I was like, okay, he's going to be a part of it. Heck yeah! Like this alliance that Brian Danielson has proposed, it sounds better and better, and it looks even more amazing. So I can't wait.
I know. I was expecting this match to start the night, and I was like really confused that it didn't. But now I understand why, because they had this big surprise. Sorry, to go on. Okay. This was insane. Sting, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara versus Andrade El Idolo, Matt Hardy, Isaiah Cassidy in a tornado tag team match. I did not know it was a tornado tag match at first, and they were just going crazy, and they were bringing in trash cans and bonking each other on the head with them, and I'm like, what kind of a tag match is this? I was like, this isn't legal. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, it's a tornado match. It's okay. But there were so many spots in this. I can't name them all, but I will name two. Sting at 62 freaking years old, right below me. So we had to watch what was going on the screen because it was happening right underneath us, so we could see it. That man jumps up onto this balcony type thing and jumps through 3 tables onto, was it Andrade or was it Matt Hardy? I think it was Andrade. It was insane.
That's awesome.
And he seemed to be okay after that. Now, Isaiah Cassidy,
high risk for Sting.
Yeah, Isaiah Cassidy, on the other hand, I was a little worried about that dude because Sammy Guevara and him jumped off this top thing on the ramp, and they were trying to go through this table, and that table did not give at all. They
Oh,
bounced off of that thing. It
oh.
was rough, and Cassidy did not move for the rest of the match. So I was a little worried about him. Sammy really didn't either, honestly. He crawled his way back into the ring later. Darby Allin hit the coffin drop in the ring on Andrade. Was it Andrade? Yes, it was Andrade. He hit the no, it was Matt Hardy. I'm sorry. He hit the coffin drop on Matt Hardy in the ring for the win, and Sammy kind of crawled himself into the ring to celebrate with his tag team partners, but it
Aw.
didn't go. He wasn't doing too well, so I hope both of those guys are okay because
Mhm.
that was a rough spot. Alma says, "What's up, everybody? Sting rocked at Revolution. That spot he did was freaking insane. Hashtag you still got it." Yeah, that's what we were shouting.
Hey, Alma, how you doing?
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
It was insane. Darby Allin's adorable. I just think he's so cute. I
Yes.
just want to go, oh, look at you, little.
I know, right? Same.
Okay, the main event of the evening. We had way too much fun during this match. The AEW World Title with Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole.
Baby!
Yes, I have to say that I did take part in the shenanigans that kind of happened during this just because it was fun. It's not that we weren't involved in the match or anything. It's just because both of their names was Adam. We were shouting all kinds of different things, like if Adam wins, we riot, or we did a "Let's go Adam, Adam sucks" chant. There was a chant, and I didn't participate in this one because I don't like bad words, but there was an "F 'em up, Adam, F 'em up" chant, and instead of "This is awesome," we were shouting "This is Adam." So, we had a little too much fun with the chants, but
Yeah.
we were still cheering and being very involved in the match. It wasn't like we were trying to take away from it at all. So
Yeah.
by the end of it, we were actually fully engrossed into the match, and we were actually chanting for Hangman. So
I heard Hangman was booed towards the end.
a little bit because he kind of did some heelish stuff. He took some tape, some wrist tape, and tied Adam Cole to the rope, and was doing some stuff to him like that. And I was like, okay, that wasn't a face thing. And then
Right.
at the very end, someone in the comments let me know, was Hangman Adam Page's little promo segment at the end, was that on camera? Did you all see that at home, or was that just for us in the arena? So let me know.
Yeah, I don't know because I didn't see this part. I was gonna see it yesterday, but my mother needed me to help her take care of a few things, so I didn't get around to it. And then today after work, I took a nap. So,
well, anyway, okay, we have a comment. Let's see. He said it was just for us and that he did not recall seeing it. Okay. So at the end of the show, I guess after the camera stopped rolling, Hangman Adam Page grabs the microphone and he says, "I know I had to go into a very dark place, but keeping this title is the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. And I had to do everything I could to keep the title." So I don't know. Are they trying to do step towards a dark Hangman Page? That I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, and they were saying too, they're like, oh, the vest that he wore during his entrance is reminiscent of the Young Bucks. Somebody said that.
Well, there's that too. Red Dragon did interfere in this match or tried to, but the Young Bucks were nowhere to be found. So this just puts another
The
little
plot
carrot.
thickens.
Yep. Let's add some cornstarch to this soup.
Heck
Let's
yeah.
make it. So, yeah, I just love the way AEW tells stories.
Mhm.
They're so fantastic, great at it. They need to help their women tell those stories too. They need to let them do it. But,
Yeah.
other than that, well, that was Revolution, and it was absolutely amazing. I loved every match on the card. I loved every moment. I freaked out. I cried. I sang. I did everything.
all the elements you need for an awesome experience.
Okay. Yeah, Ron's got a good point. He says he's not getting over as high as they thought he would. So a heel turn or flirting with it is testing the water, more than likely.
I agree. When in doubt.
We do have some WWE news, and we will go into that real quick before we sign off for the evening. We have new tag team champions on the Raw brand. RK Bro is now our champions once again. Did you see that RKO moonsault thing?
Mm-mm.
Chad Gable went for a moonsault and Randy caught him in an
Really?
RKO. Yeah.
Ooh, I bet that was good.
It was. It was almost up there with the Evan Bourne one. Not
Yeah.
quite, but it was really close.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Seth Rollins hit Otis, I think. He hit somebody with a curb stomp, and Riddle came in from behind him, threw Seth Rollins out of the ring, and then got the 1, 2, 3. So they are now. I did not watch all the show, but I did watch this match and this clip. So we also, sorry about that, everybody. Stone Cold has accepted Kevin Owens' WrestleMania invitation. Kevin Owens says he's going to have a Kevin Owens show segment on WrestleMania, and Stone Cold earlier today shot a promo and pretty much accepted Kevin Owens' invitation. And he said, I don't care what you call it. You can call it the Kevin Owens show. You can call it a match. Or you can call it a brawl. But whatever it is, Stone Cold is going to open one more can of I can't help it. You know what? And that's the bottom line.
Because Stone Cold said so.
Yep. So, will it be a match? Will it be just a Kevin Owens show?
It might be a thing like The Rock and the Wyatt family. You never know.
Where it just happens for a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be okay. I don't think that he could have a match, but just a little something. You know, I'm all for
being there in Dallas. You know, I'll give it a pass. And you know, anytime Stone Cold's in the ring, he instantly brings back that nostalgia factor, and everybody's always so glad to see him because you know Stone Cold, like his antics never get old. They never do.
Nope. It's always entertaining. It's always funny. It's always great to see. So yeah, I know they're going to need something. So.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes, we know for sure now.
Yes, we do. I was kind of hoping Taker was going to be alone on his.
Me too.
But you know what? Vader's awesome. So
I love Vader.
You can't fault this at all.
No, so it is official. Vader is announced as the second inductee of this year's Hall of Fame. Now I will say I did see rumors. I've seen various pages report that the third inductee is probably going to be Psycho Sid. That is a rumor for now, but I'm all over that too. And the good thing, the crazy thing is Undertaker's headlining. He's had wars with Vader and Psycho Sid, and kind of nice little package there,
Yeah.
So
Ron said the same thing.
Mm-hmm. The master and ruler of the world.
Yeah. Stone Cold could hit Kevin Owens with a bedpan, just saying. Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, fun times. Fun times.
I love Stone Cold.
So do I.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's going to be a lot of fun, whatever it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, everybody, that is all for tonight, I think. I know if you go over to the Real Wrestling Community's Facebook page and go over there and give it a like, and you can see me some more. I have my own podcast called The Tailgate Party on there on Wednesday nights and Friday nights, so you can go and check that out. Friday afternoon, I will also be on our friend Tom Clark's Main Event to talk about Revolution from a first person, in person perspective. If you just listen to this, you're probably like, why do I need to go and listen to you talk about it again? But in case you missed it because you were in here late, you can go over to Tom Clark's Main Event this Friday and listen to how my experiences at Revolution went.
And also, we appreciate Tina for sharing her story with us. And because, pictures are worth 1,000 words. And Tina's pictures were no exception. Miss Viral. So, anyways, hit that like button, subscribe, share. Tell everybody how awesome we are. I know we'll definitely be we'll be coming on before long, talking about other stuff. And it's like so many things happen, and then you're like, I always forget something, but hey, we got lives. So but yeah, we're kind of making more of an effort for content and things like that. So just stay tuned, and we appreciate everybody that's coming here to leaving comments, things like that. We really appreciate y'all, and especially our regulars.
Yes.
I always look forward to hearing from y'all. So thank you.
Yes, y'all make the show, okay? Because I've done live stuff where I've had no comments and I have to talk for like 30, 40 minutes by myself, and it's not any fun. So y'all leaving comments all the time and coming to join us just makes the show. So
yes,
we love you guys. So until next time, we will say adios. See you later.